So one of the most chaotic Genshin Impact events is back. That's right, Genshin Impact is crossing over with KFC again, but there's also a catch apparently. Now this is an article from Game Rant where they talk about a new KFC event going on with Genshin Impact. But many players will know how this turned out a couple of years ago. Whenever they did this, they have had a few collaborations together since, but there was one event that became a massive problem and many Genshin players will remember it. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about everything to do with this KFC crossover event and how it's going to be different from the last one and what even went on in the previous one as well, and could it happen in the one that we're seeing now. Now before I get into this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy it, and also go to my anime channel. We've got a couple of new videos out which I definitely recommend you guys go check out, especially if you love some anime news and just overall like anime stuff in general. I got a new video which I literally uploaded the other day, so I definitely recommend going to check that out. And yeah, let's get back into the video. So some of you may remember back in 2021, Genshin actually had a collaboration with KFC. Now this was the original one, I'm pretty sure this is the first kind of collaboration event they've done. And this was mainly in China. I don't think you could actually do this anywhere else in like America or even in the UK. I think this was like solely China, which obviously is probably one of Genshin Impact's biggest audiences, seeing as, you know, gacha games are so huge in China, and also MiHoYo are just massive in China too. Pretty much as the title suggests here, Genshin Impact x KFC collaboration causes huge crowds in China and forces the thing that went on in 2020, which I probably can't say in a YouTube video, regulations to be triggered. Now, yeah, this was a massive thing that went on where pretty much there was an event where they're giving away a ton of stuff to do with D-Look and also Noelle, I think it was. I mean, there was a couple of other collaborations, so some of these could be mixed together, but it usually ends up being quite chaotic and rather unhinged. As you know, gacha players are very dedicated to a lot of the characters and, you know, just the game overall, so they will do whatever it takes, especially in China, to get like the most kind of merch and extra stuff that they can. This also included something like a KFC branded glider, which you could only get from, you know, ordering KFC. Now, I'm pretty sure Genshin Impact actually did release that to everyone later on, so again, it kind of wasn't worth it going there. But you can see here that there was a massive crowd outside of, you know, a lot of KFCs in China, which was kind of surprising to see. And we also had this guy here who actually stole a cardboard cutout of Noelle, which is actually kind of crazy. Like, you can literally see him, and some guy literally takes it off him. So, some guy takes the Noelle off him. Like, he stole it from the store, and then for some reason this guy just comes along and literally just like, no fight at all, just goes, yep, that's mine now. I think he was actually taking it back to the store, but again, it's kind of funny to see people literally looting a KFC over Genshin Impact. And again, that was what happened in the last event that happened. Now, this is a completely new one, and it says that Genshin Impact has actually announced its newest collaboration with the fast food chain KFC, featuring Melusine toys exclusive to Chinese locations. So this is going to be another event that is in China only, which again kind of sucks, and also kind of proves how much Genshin care about global overall, or Hoyoverse care about global. They don't actually care that much to, you know, do collaborations over there, but hopefully in the future and with other gacha games we see this kind of happen over here too, because again, I would definitely be at the door if something like this was to happen in my country. And then they go on to say that Genshin Impact has had a plethora of collaborations throughout the nearly 4 years since the game's launch in late 2020. Genshin Impact has teamed up with everything from fast food franchises like Pizza Hut to games like Horizon Zero Dawn. And obviously, as I said, they have teamed up with KFC in the past too. And now Hoyoverse is returning to an old favorite for its next collaboration event. And pretty much these are the things that you'll be able to get with your KFC stuff. Obviously, it's kind of cool. You got these like Melusine things from Fontaine. It's obviously some kind of like event to promote Fontaine and the overall characters over there. So again, I think it's really cool. And honestly, like for me, you know, I'm not going to be very interested in this, even if it was out over here. But again, there is a lot of people who like the Melusines and stuff like that. So I can see why it will be popular among a lot of Chinese fans. And it's just Genshin stuff in general. So obviously, a lot of Chinese players are going to be very excited for this. Now, yeah, there is one big problem, which is that this is only in China, which kind of sucks. Obviously, you know, for a lot of us global fans who may want to get their hands on this kind of stuff, which we will be literally unable to unless you buy it off a secondhand seller who actually goes to China and do it, or you literally book a like trip down to China just for this. But honestly, I don't think any Genshin Impact fan is that dedicated, and they'll just stay at home and just spend money on the characters instead. But again, this is a kind of crazy event. I don't really know what we're going to see this time, but because these rewards are a little bit less interesting than the previous ones we had with KFC. Obviously, you know, we had a lot of stuff as they were giving away a branded glider skin and some other stickers and stuff like that of actual characters. You know, we've got D-Look and Noelle kind of dressed up as like a KFC server, which again, a lot of people really like. And people always get excited whenever they see their favorite characters kind of like, you know, in a different kind of setting, especially in KFC, which is extremely like weird. But in this case with the Melazines, they're like less known. Obviously, Melazines are very popular characters among Fontaine, but there isn't really a like main character or anything that a lot of people will be like, oh hell yeah, I need to get that kind of thing. Because I guarantee if they added like Farina or like Nouvellette or someone like that they could pick up, whether that's in like an acrylic stand or even just a figure or just a sticker or something like that, I think a lot more people will go over to KFC to get that. But I think because it's the Melazines and it's just like kind of Genshin related, but kind of, you know, not. I mean, a lot of like regular KFC goers would probably enjoy this stuff too. So I feel like there's not going to be as much of a crowd as there was in the previous event. But again, it is kind of funny to see that they're doing this event with KFC again, especially considering what happened last time. And I will definitely be making a video on it if it does end up turning into some kind of riot, because it almost turned into a riot last time, and they actually had to get the police involved to actually kick them out of this area because of the regulations for the certain thing that was going on in 2020. So it became literally unsafe for a lot of people, and then they had to cancel a lot of stuff. And also I think they just ran out of like promotional stuff too. I think so many people are asking for the glider and the codes for the glider and also some other like stickers and stuff, but the KFCs in China literally just ran out because they weren't expecting it to be this popular. So I think they're much more prepared this time, and KFC actually understand how popular this game is and how far fans will go to get this kind of stuff. So they're going to be much more prepared, which means I think there's going to be much less of a wait, and maybe they'll even put on more staff too, because again, we don't want another situation like last time. Obviously that was terrible, and a lot of people probably would have caught that certain thing going on in 2020. Again, I can't say it on YouTube, but yeah, it's very interesting to see. And again, they go on to say that Genshin Impact's newest collaboration with KFC is far from the first time that China has actually exclusively got Genshin Impact promotions, and that Hoyoverse has revealed a collaboration with the Korean coffee chain Mega Coffee featuring Genshin Impact cosmetics, which is only available in Korea and China. Past collaborations with brands like the previously mentioned Pizza Hut have even given fans the opportunity to pick up exclusive Genshin Impact merch like mouse pads and plates. And again, yeah, the Pizza Hut collaboration was absolutely amazing, and they actually did a really good job with a lot of the merch that's in it. But honestly, I think with the Melazines and stuff, I think it's a little bit boring and a little bit just like, meh. No one really cares about this. So I think a lot less fans are going to be running over to their local KFC in China. And also, I think that the game has just kind of lost popularity over time. Obviously, the last event was in 2021, which was literally a year after the game released. You could probably say it was at the height of its popularity at that time. Maybe, you know, a little bit later, it probably was a little bit more popular. But again, we're definitely seeing the popularity of Genshin Impact going down. But I reckon there's still probably a lot of Chinese people that would turn up to a KFC for this kind of stuff. So again, we're gonna have to wait and see what kind of happens with a lot of that. And they also go on to talk about the excitement for Natlan as well. Obviously, a lot of people are going to be excited for that. So maybe some Chinese people are going to be going there with the hopes that they could obtain some kind of stuff to do with Natlan. But again, I don't think that's going to be happening. I think there's just going to be these Melazine things, and that's about it. And yeah, it's kind of disappointing to see that they, you know, could do something a little bit more. But again, I'm not in China, so it doesn't really bother me. And, you know, it's not the end of the world, but it kind of sucks for all of those Chinese fans. Yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Do you think that Genshin Impact's KFC event is going to go completely wrong again? Or do you think that KFC have kind of got it down now and they can expect a bit of a crowd, so they are going to, you know, get in more staff, get in more people, and just, you know, make sure that this event doesn't go chaotic like the last one? Yeah, that's about all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And also go over to GamerSubs and use my code Kaza, where you can get a ton of cups and tubs. Obviously, there's a ton of really cool designs on there. And yeah, as I said, don't forget to follow my anime channel, where we've got a ton of new videos out. Obviously, I really want to push that channel as well, because I really enjoy making content on there. And we're posting stuff pretty much weekly. I've got a new editor working on it. So again, it'd be super helpful if you guys could go over there, you know, even give the video a like. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.